good evening, everyone, and welcome. In terms of a couple of updates, we had our high school speech and debate team that competed in the New York State Championships on the weekend of April 12th at the Bronx High School of Science and earned top 5 finish. They earned a top 5 finish along with several individual distinctions. So continuing on our points of pride for our students. Last week, Pedro Calvo Sotelo Ibanez, the Spanish consul, visited the high school to share information about his work with international politics with students. He visited with both a government class as well as the Spanish classes. And today, we had an internment camp survivor come and share his story with our 8th and 11th graders. This was the first time our students have met an internment camp survivor, and there's nothing like hearing the information from a survivor themselves. The emotions are real and raw, and it is our hope that learning in this way helps our young people understand history and its impact on our current society. It is hopeful that they will internalize the information and allow it to inform their behaviors towards others. It was a very powerful presentation. Our district facilities committee, which Michael and Lucas are participants on, met on 2 important agenda items last week. We are working with the village on renewing the intermunicipal agreement for the use of facilities. And second, we will be convening a group of community members to discuss next steps with the BRS sign. I wanted to talk a little bit also about the New York State budget. They are still working to pass a state budget. The most recent extended deadline was yesterday. And I wrote that thinking, how funny. The most recent extended deadline was yesterday. The governor held a news conference yesterday and indicated that there was an agreement on the budget, and immediately following that, the Senate indicated that was not the case. There is discussion that Save Harmless will be enacted this year, and there may be some changes to the CPI, but we will see what happens when the final budget is passed. Our Board of Education received a request from the community to look at the overall exemptions, and will be doing so, and wanted to say that we appreciate all of our volunteer firefighters and emergency EMTs in the community. Last week, I had the pleasure of being on a tri-state consortium consultancy visit to Mount Pleasant. I want to commend the work our neighbors are doing. It is always a pleasure and an honor to be with colleagues that are truly committed to the teaching and learning process of our young people. There was a lot to be learned. Usually when you do a consultancy is because you want feedback, but there was so much to be gained from the participants that were there for the consultancy visit. So much going on over just 10 minutes down the road in Mount Pleasant. Great work that they're doing. I also wanted to talk about last week, I met with partners from Northern Westchester Hospital about youth mental health services. They were seeking feedback on bringing a comprehensive model of school mental health services similar to a model that they use out on Long Island to Westchester County. This work is very exciting. In addition to that work that I did individually with some of the members of their team, you know that I'm a member of the President's Council for the hospital. And last week, we met with the Junior President's Leadership Council. Okay. And they presented their 2-year project, which was also focused on mental health. And when I was writing my remarks today, I thought, why would I explain their project when they did such an amazing job explaining their project? So I invite up Camilla Broward and Juliana Cayley up to the mic to talk to you. They are members of, amongst other students here at Pleasantville High School, members of the Junior President's Council for Northern Westchester Hospital. And I've asked them to share their project. So go ahead, thank you guys for coming. On short notice, by the way, I asked them today. In between classes, I did not pull them out of class. Go ahead.
Thank you so much for having us. For those of you who are not familiar with the President's Junior Leadership Council, the PJLC is a youth leadership program at Northern Westchester Hospital. We are comprised of about 50 students from 8 districts: Byram Hills, Horace Greeley, Fox Lane, North Salem, Yorktown, Somers, John Jay, and Pleasantville. As students on the council, we are able to build leadership and collaboration skills by identifying a public health issue impacting adolescents and developing an initiative to address said issue. Each project takes about 2 years to produce. Last year, we identified teen mental health as the health issue we wanted to focus on. We extensively brainstormed the topic and built a strong foundation for our project. Earlier this year, a group of PJLC students, including Camilla and myself, were given the special opportunity to earn our Teen Mental Health First Aid certification. During our 3 sessions of training, we learned how to identify when a peer is experiencing a mental health crisis, as well as a 5-step action plan to use in this scenario. Additional skills acquired through the training were how to help a peer being bullied and what to do in a substance use crisis. The course not only helped us grow as leaders and positive community members, but was also critical in the evolution of our project. This valuable experience led the council to develop a social media campaign combining last year's planning efforts and this year's first aid training. In small groups, we created 5 days worth of content to be posted via the hospital's social media accounts, as well as the accounts of the 8 aforementioned districts.
During the development of this project, we worked with Northwell's incredible social media team to design, film, and create posts fitting into 5 themes. Day 1 will answer the questions, what is mental health and why does it matter? Day 2 will focus on signs that someone is struggling with their mental health. The theme of Day 3 is destigmatizing mental health and debunking common myths. Day 4 will provide methods for balancing school and life for optimal mental health. Finally, Day 5 will be all about getting help. We will walk viewers through the 5-step action plan for helping someone experiencing a mental health crisis and provide a list of mental health help resources. Each day will include a combination of interview videos, infographics, Q&A polls, and help resources. The core themes and skills of the Teen Mental Health First Aid curriculum are woven throughout this content, and we can't wait to share the project with the community. Recently, we got the amazing opportunity to share the work PGLC does with the Adults President Council that we partner with, which includes our very own Dr. Saw. We also shared information about a large project Northern Westchester Hospital is planning, creating a school behavioral health center for teens. This facility will be located in Northern Westchester and will provide much-needed care for those experiencing mental health crises. We are very excited to continue contributing what we have learned from our experiences on the PGLC to the district and are so appreciative of the district's support of the council. Please be on the lookout for our campaign, which will take place from Monday, May 6th to Friday, May 10th. Thank you.
Thank you. So don't go yet. After we met and they presented their projects, we all got together and brainstormed ideas. Well, you guys want to finish what we did afterwards? We have an amazing presence in Pleasantville at Northern Westchester Hospital. People come up to me all of the time saying that they live in Pleasantville, they work at the hospital. One of our very own community members facilitates the youth group, just doing really amazing work. So they had us all get together, don't be shy, and tell our great idea. They had us all get together and think of ways that we could raise funds for the school-based services that they want to build in the county. And I think we came up with something amazing. And we went first, and everyone had a hard time. Not that I'm competitive. Everyone had a hard time afterwards.
Walter's hot dog truck?
Coming out. It doesn't involve the hot dogs, actually. I don't want to give it away because we have to get it to lift off. It involves community members coming together. It involves learning, and involves our entire community supporting one another through mental health, by supporting each other through mental health. So stay tuned. Do we want to give it away? We're going to see if we can make it happen for our community. Just a wonderful partnership. And you guys and your colleagues, both in the district and outside of the district, do an amazing job. They also learn at the Junior President's Council all about different careers in health field. They are amazing. They showed us brain surgery through robotics, and really how competitive Northern Westchester Hospital is in their services around the community, so, and comparatively around the state. So they are doing a great job. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for representing Pleasantville so well.
Thank you. Thank you. And thanks for coming in tonight to share that with us. That was awesome.
Thank you.